Welcome to this lesson on the kube-system namespace. This is a special namespace in Kubernetes that houses system components and core infrastructure. Think of it as the engine room of your Kubernetes cluster, where all the critical components live that make your cluster function properly. The kube-system namespace is a special namespace reserved exclusively for Kubernetes system components. It contains pods and resources that are essential for cluster operations. When you initialize a new Kubernetes cluster, this namespace is automatically created for you. You should never manually delete or modify resources in this namespace unless you know exactly what you're doing, as it can break your entire cluster. Let's explore the control plane components that run in the kube-system namespace. First, we have kube-apiserver, which exposes the Kubernetes API and acts as the front end for the control plane. Next is etcetera, a distributed key-value store that holds all cluster data and state. Then there's kube-scheduler, which is responsible for assigning pods to nodes based on resource availability and constraints. Finally, kube-controller-manager runs various controller processes that regulate the state of the cluster. Let's dive deeper into kube-apiserver. It serves as the front-end for the Kubernetes control plane. Every request you make using kubectl or any other tool goes through the API server. It handles all REST operations, validates incoming requests, and then updates the cluster state in etcetera after validation. Think of it as the gatekeeper that ensures only valid operations are performed on your cluster. Now let's look at the node components in kube-system. First is kube-proxy, which is a network proxy that runs on each node and maintains network rules for pod communication. Next is kubelet, an agent that runs on every node and ensures that containers are running in pods as expected. Lastly, the container runtime is the software responsible for actually running containers, such as Docker or containered. DNS and networking components are crucial for service discovery in Kubernetes. CoreDNS is the modern cluster DNS server that enables service discovery by resolving service names to IP addresses. Kube-DNS is the legacy DNS solution that has been replaced by CoreDNS in newer clusters. CNI plugins, which stands for Container Network Interface Plugins, provide network connectivity between pods across different nodes in the cluster. To view all the pods running in the kube-system namespace, you can use the kubectl get pods command with the -n flag followed by kube-system. This will list all system pods. To view all resources including services and deployments, use kubectl get all -n kube-system. These commands are helpful for troubleshooting and understanding what's running in your cluster system namespace. Let's recap the key points. The kube-system namespace hosts critical infrastructure components that your cluster needs to function. It contains both control plane components like the API server and scheduler, as well as node-level pods like kube-proxy. These components are essential for cluster functionality and stability. Remember, you should never modify or delete resources in this namespace without proper understanding, as doing so can render your entire cluster inoperable.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.